Over the years, we've seen rookie quarterbacks succeed in their first season, like Dak Prescott, RG3, and Justin Herbert. And I don't think anyone talks what Jayden Daniels did this season. So how did Jayden Daniels have the greatest rookie season ever? Growing up in Fontana, California, Jayden attended Cajun High School. After enrolling in 2015, Daniels immediately took over as the school's starting quarterback as a freshman, despite weighing just 125 pounds that season. Because of how small he was, he had to get a doctor's note to be cleared to play his freshman year. He led his team into the playoffs in his first year. His junior season officially put him on the map. He set a state record in 2017 with over 6,400 total yards during his junior season. He followed that up with another great season his senior year and led his team to another championship. Daniels would end up being a 4-star quarterback and a top 50 player in the country. He was rated as the #1 dual-threat quarterback in the country according to 24/7 Sports. Daniels finished his high school career with a record of 14,007 passing yards, which was a state record. Top schools like Bama, Georgia, and Ohio State wanted him, but Jayden decided to sign with Arizona State. Jayden became the first freshman quarterback to start for Arizona State. His first game was versus Kent State, and he made his solid debut. He passed for 284 yards and had 2 touchdowns, and had another on the ground. But his most impressive game came against the 6th-ranked team in the country. Jayden threw for over 400 yards and had 3 touchdowns in the upset versus Oregon. He threw for over 2,900 yards, 17 touchdowns, and only 2 interceptions in his freshman season. His third and final season with the Sun Devils was overshadowed by some controversy surrounding the program.
ASU's football program flagged
the thing is you don't know how big the scope is.
for possibly bringing recruits to campus during a 15-month NCAA dead period.
In 2021, the NCAA placed Arizona State under investigation for having recruits on campus during the 2020 dead period. Jayden finished his junior season with just 2,300 passing yards, along with 10 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. After this season, he would enter the transfer portal, and he chose LSU as his next destination. Daniels helped lead LSU to a 10-win season and a berth in the SEC championship game. His numbers were similar to his first season at Arizona State. He finished with 2,900 yards passing, 17 touchdowns, and just 3 interceptions. He also rushed for over 800 yards and 11 touchdowns, which were career high numbers for him at the time. LSU finished 10-4, losing to Georgia in the SEC championship game, but this was only a taste of what was to come. Daniels took the college football world by storm during his super senior season in 2023. He set numerous NCAA, school, and SEC records, including the SEC record for total offensive yards during the 52-35 win over Florida. Jayden finished with 606 total yards and 5 touchdowns. He was the first player in FBS history to pass for over 350 yards and rush for 200 yards in the same game. He also set LSU's school record for rushing yards by a quarterback in a single season, with 1,134 yards. After having a dominant season at LSU, in which he threw for over 3,800 yards and 40 touchdowns, and also won the Heisman, Jayden was considered a top prospect heading into the draft, and with the Bears selecting Caleb Williams first overall, the next pick was obvious.
This is Jayden, Adam Peters from the Commanders. How you doing, man? I've just been so impressed with what you've done to get yourself to where you're at right now, man. And there's so many more great things to come. But you put in all the work in the early mornings, the late nights. I just couldn't be more impressed, and I couldn't be more proud to pick you to represent our franchise. So congratulations, man.
The Commanders selected Jayden as the 2nd overall pick. In week 1, he showcased why he went 2nd overall.
Back at it, Daniels with the keep and his first touchdown in the National Football League, Jayden Daniels.
He rushed for over 80 yards and 2 touchdowns versus the Bucs. Despite the loss, Jayden showed what he was capable of. In week 3 versus the Cincinnati Bengals, Jayden set a new NFL rookie record by completing 91% of his passes along with having 3 touchdowns.
Good protection, aired out. McLaurin, he's got it. First and goal inside the 5. And a beauty from the rookie Jayden Daniels.
For September, he was named Rookie of the Month as he completed over 82% of his passes. In week 8, it was a matchup between 2 rookie quarterbacks, and one of these quarterbacks completely outplayed the other, and you already know who. Caleb struggled the whole game as he completed less than 50% of his passes along with just 131 yards. But Jayden finished the game with over 300 yards and a touchdown, and a moment that won't be forgotten.
So here you go.
He's gotten hit throughout the rest of the game, and it's hurting more now.
Comes down to one last play, and it's going to be getting longer by the second. You're all the way back at the 30-yard line. Now you can step into it. Here comes the Hail Mary with the game on the line, and the ball is caught! Caught! It's a miracle!
The Commanders went 7-2 in their first 9 games and looked like a team that can go the distance. Then they lost 3 straight games to the Steelers, Eagles, and Cowboys. After their bye week, they went 5-1 to close out the season. The Commanders finished 12-5 and second in their division behind the Eagles, which meant they would be in the playoffs for the first time since 2020. The Commanders beat both the Bucks and the Lions as Jayden continued to shine, as he passed for 268 yards and 299 yards in those games. The Commanders went from winning 4 games in 2023 to being one of the best teams in the league. Jayden finished the season with over 3,500 yards passing, along with 31 total touchdowns. But he's also known for using his legs, as he had over 800 yards rushing, which was another NFL rookie record. The Commanders lost in the NFC Championship game, but no one expected them to make it that far. Jayden Daniels is the future of this league, and I can't wait to see what he does in his career.